first thing that came to my mind was broken. Glass is something, if you want to work conceptually, if you want to take it out of its place, you have to somehow break it in your mind. And for the contemporary artist to work with glass, he has to have that in mind. So most of the artists that I invited for the exhibition, they are working with glass for the first time. So it's interesting to see and to follow how these artists are going to start changing the ideas that we have about what glass is used for, even if creatively. We think of glass as something that we use it with, it's everywhere. But you have to understand that glass was a novelty at a certain point. It was something that was as new as it could be. And the entire creative effort of making exciting glass happened here, a long time ago. And it was what we look at as ancient art. It was contemporary at a certain point. It was what was happening, and to be able to recover that kind of feeling and sort of work with contemporary art and try to bring a new vision of what glass can do. It can be. It's fascinating, especially because of the context. Glass alone, the idea of glass, the technique, it's so complex that it doesn't need any further limitations. I just realized that you cannot create a thematic exhibition around glass, and it's useless. So basically, it's just finding the best people to work with. I try to give to the artists I invited the same amount of freedom that I wish I had if I was invited for an exhibition like this. I just gave them a few leads, like how glass is interesting in terms of it changes your concept of three-dimensionality, of everything gets flat if it's behind the pane of glass. So I asked them to meditate upon the idea of space, how glass redefines space. Since most of them are sculptors, I think this was enough of a line for them to actually direct their creativity. But I gave a lot of freedom, so therefore I have very little control.